Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. Now, this week's video is sort of a revelation of something that I had this past week, and it's made me really have to think about my life and what I'm really doing with it. I had a really quite intense therapy session on Wednesday, and it wasn't even like a serious topic. It wasn't something that was particularly bothering me. It just made me it was just really intense, and I was mentally drained afterwards, and I came back and I was just exhausted, and I just needed to forget about the world for a little bit. These past few days I've really had to think about my life and am I really living it? In the physical sense, yes, I'm alive, but I don't really live my life. I just exist. For years now, my main focus has been surviving and getting through a day to make it to another day. And yes, that is still the case. I still need to fight each day, and I still need to keep on, getting through hour by hour. But this week I've really looked back and just realized that by doing that, I've just existed. I haven't lived my life. I've hidden away from the world, hidden away in my own little depression, anxiety, mental health bubble, and just tried to survive it, but not really living. Ever since my suicide attempt, I have fought every second of every day to never go back to that place again, and to never swallow the pills again, and to never consider taking my life again. And that has been a very hard journey, and it still is a very hard journey that I'm going to have to take for a long time. And I thought that I was doing well, that I hadn't had suicidal thoughts, my self-harm was doing good, and yes, my depression and my anxiety have gone up lately, and I've been feeling very just crappy and low mood and just very sort of lost. But I thought that my life was doing good as it could be at this time in my life. But this week I've just looked back and noticed that I don't really have a life. I have a life in the physical sense, as is I'm breathing and I'm, physically living. But I don't. My anxiety holds me back so much. My depression holds me back so much. My whole mental illness has trapped me in this little bubble that for years now I have just accepted and just sort of gone, okay, I'm just going to exist. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm still alive, that's all that matters. But this week it's made me realise that what kind of life is that, just hoping to survive the next hour and not really looking forward to anything? I've lost all the dreams I once had. I have lost all the passion and the goals that I once had, and I've lost that drive that I had, that I wanted to be something, and I wanted to, you dream about going places and meeting celebrities and doing amazing things with your life, and I had so many dreams, and all of a sudden I just thought about it and they're gone. I've lost those dreams that have stayed with me for so long. I've lost the drive and the passion for an actual life. And that was a really sad thought. And it made me cry, and it made me very emotional, because it made me realise that I don't like my life right now. And God, I'm going to start tearing up in the video. I don't like my life right now. I really don't. It's not a happy life. Yes, I exist. Yes, I am seeing therapists and doctors, and I'm fighting this. And yes, it's great that I survived this long, and I'm still surviving it, and I'm going to appointments, but what kind of life is that? I'm just living day to day, hoping that I'll survive it, and not having anything to look forward to, and not having any dreams or passion, or just being content in hiding away from the world in a little bubble and just letting life pass you by. So it's been a hard week for me, purely because I was content in fighting, how it's been going. I thought I was doing well, and I thought I was really sort of enjoying the life on the good days and doing well. But after that therapy session, which had nothing to do with even life itself, it was just a really small topic, but it just got me thinking, and it spiraled my whole week, the rest of the week, into this how I don't really live. And it's really sad, because you hear and you see people, you know, friends or from school, or you just read and you just, you know, you just see people living their life, going on holidays, doing things with their life. And I don't do that. If I want to go see a film and a movie, I can't go because of the crowds and I could have a panic attack. I have to talk myself and give a mental talk to myself to get out of the house, to go that I can do this and I can do this. And I have to have, on places I've never been before, someone has to go with me in case I have a full-blown panic attack. If I want to go see a concert or go to book signings or whatever, I can't do that because I'm terrified of not only the crowds, but if I say the wrong thing or if I do the wrong thing, and you know, people will notice me. And my depression has made me so just sad and sort of just taken away the passion for life, and my anxiety has then taken advantage of that and skyrocketed up, and it's made me afraid of everything outside of my little bubble, and it's just left me with a really unfulfilled, unhappy life. So this week, after sort of just being really, really sad and upset and just lost, and just really reflecting back on what am I actually doing, and is surviving day to day really how I want to go about it? Is it even worth it? You know, what am I surviving for? What am I fighting for? What is the point of fighting for a life if the life is just empty? So it's made me really have to think about what I really want and how to try and find something that I can look forward to and do something where I can find some happiness and try and get back a little bit of drive and passion into my life. So that has been that is what my task is going to be now, I think, for the next few weeks, is finding something that I can look forward to, something that I can enjoy, and just give me a bit of hope again and give me a bit of drive for life and get me out of this little bubble that I've created for myself that I'm content to exist in. So I'm really interested if any of you feel like you're living your life to what it could be, or are you doing what I do and just surviving each day and happy to live in a little content little bubble but not really have a fulfilling life, and just sort of the only point you're surviving for is just to survive and nothing else. So let me know what you think about the topic of whether or not you're really living your life. And maybe if you feel like me, maybe set yourself a task or find something that you can do that you can look forward to and think about it, because that's definitely what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, because I don't want to just let life pass me by. Yes, depression makes it hard. Yes, a mental illness makes it impossible to do things a lot of the time when it's telling you to hide away from the world. But if I'm gonna fight to survive, I need to find something worth fighting for other than just surviving. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.